Coming to you from the stormy capital of the Buckeye State, my name is Music Major, guys. How you doing? Today we are covering the NCAA football demo. I'm going to tell you why, or why not, you should consider adding this to your game collection. Right now we're going through some basic features. What you have is some acceleration, the ball hawking abilities there, some new combo moves that you can try out there as you check out on your screen. And if this is moving too fast, feel free to pause it, check it out, get the gist, or better yet, go download the demo off of the Xbox Live Marketplace or your PlayStation Network. So that's fun. Sorry guys, having a little fun today. It's a stormy day. Luckily I got my run in, and I'm feeling good. But yeah, we're gonna touch on everything that is NCAA 14 in preparation to get you ready for the July 9th release. That's gonna be Tuesday, July 9th, or Monday night at midnight on July 8th. Yeah, I'm very excited about this game. Quick little backstory into it. I wasn't really looking forward to this game, truth be told. I actually bought NCAA 13 off of eBay, off of eBay for, I think it was like 20-some bucks, because I was really hardcore anticipating not getting 14. Mainly because if you're a Michigan fan, you're going to turn this off now as soon as I tell you this. I go to Ohio State, or I did at one point, which will lead to our purpose of the selection here in the demo. But these are the teams that you do have to choose from. As I said, we're going to go OSU, Michigan. But for all intents and purposes on the cover vote, I was very hardcore saying that I was not going to get NCAA 14 just for the sheer fact that Denard Robinson was on the cover. Is that kind of petty? Is that kind of being childish? Absolutely. But I'm glad EA put a demo out, because I really also too didn't have much faith in them, particularly because the game really had no mention at E3. Or they haven't really been hyping it up all that much. So I said, hey, demos are free, why not? We'll test it out, and then, hey, we can bring it to you guys, and we can talk about it, and I can kind of give you guys my 2 cents on it. Maybe, if I'm lucky, you guys will be able to make your judgment call on there. So I'm going to call this about right down the middle as best as I can. There will be no bias towards Ohio State, even though I will tell you for the purpose of this demo I did control Ohio State. Go Bucks. Anyway, we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of it here shortly. What we have is the presentation aspect that will be coming up here. You will be seeing it kind of very similar to what you see on College Game Day and on Saturday mornings on ESPN. They did a very nice job with ESPN integration. One noticeable thing that I did notice that has gone missing is that old bottom line, that ticker. I like that, because that did make the games feel like they were alive, like the atmosphere of NCAA football was alive around you, and you couldn't really control it. It was very unpredictable. It was very cool, too. The highlights were also a nice touch. I like those. But one has to think, as I'm talking about this during the video, if running all that stuff in the background didn't hinder the performance of the game, because NCAA 13, no disrespect towards it, wasn't really the best game out there that I've played. I think, honestly, to this day, I think NCAA 10... and I think 12 are probably the best ones I've played to this point. But anyway, guys, as you can see, we are into some gameplay live in the Big House up in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And now we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of the video here, and I'm going to talk to you about the Infinity Engine 2, which you just saw a perfect example of on the video. What this is it's kind of a real-time physics engine, has now been fully integrated into the EA games. Not half-assed like it was last year, where you had limbs and stuff flying up, up, and people looked like they were disjointed and their ligaments were being torn apart or whatnot. If you need an example, go to Madden NFL 13. It was very rough. But anyway, the force impact system is very good. They did a very nice job, much like the tackle there that you saw before we cut off the video here. What play is this? Let's see how this goes. Yeah, the running system on this is nice too. Nobody really has a very, distinct advantage, and that will transition into my next point here shortly. But there have been 30 option pitches that have been added into this game, as well as improved stiff arm attempts. I will run the option at some point in this video to show you how easy it is. And they actually, with this new engine, take accountability into the player's size and strength to kind of add an authenticity and innovation to it, just to make sure that you don't have a small guy trucking a rather large guy. I did notice in the game, though, that there were very large linemen that are able to run down running backs, and I found a huge problem with that. I don't know if it's going to be fixed, or if that's something that I could kind of tune the slider down on, but that kind of bugs me, and that's always bugged me in EA games. But the enhanced running game, like I said, a very hard-cutting, direction change. You can stop on a dime. It literally feels like when you have the controller in your hand that you are running from these very large men attempting to tackle you. It's a great system. I don't think, they did too much. And I don't think they did too little. I think it's right down the middle. It's a pretty awesome system that they have developed right now. And, you're able to hurdle over defenders. You can use the acceleration burst when you need to, but now they've added a...
And nobody's been able to pull away. Both sides seem to know what to expect.
This part got me. This was cool. I turned the volume up on this part intentionally. And I kind of jumped a little bit.
Here's the give.
But yeah, here's that run. That running spot was really awesome.
He makes his way to about the 48.
Yeah, but I turned that up because they were doing the Buckeye bounce, or 7 Nation Army for the rest of you.
From their own 43-yard line.
And I thought that was a really cool little, just a small presentation thing that I really liked on that one, which actually translates nicely into my next point here. NCAA Football 14 works to get you closer to the action than ever before to tell the story of every game. And they kind of want you to experience the drama of college football kind of from a whole new perspective, which is pretty cool. Also, I don't know how this is going to work, but NCAA Football Ultimate Team is going to be coming into fruition, I guess would be the best way to describe it. The fan favorite mode is coming to the college game. I guess it's going to let you have old school alumni, I guess, if you're
maybe to the 26-yard line.
Favorite universities or schools. Dynasty is awesome. It looks like it's going to be really good. They've retooled up the what am I thinking? They've retooled the coaching version of it to make it more of like an RPG. You have a coaching tree. You can work on getting better on certain skills. That way you're not awesome at one thing. Recruiting has gone to a new point system, which you need to put like all the effort into that.
Here we go.
It's great.
We were all expecting.
And it looks like it's going to be utilized very nicely here. What is going on here? Holy crap.
He gets it up. He got it. They win. And that gives them the lead.
I know that I call kickers head cases, but this kid isn't one. It's like he doesn't even feel the pressure.
Okay. I'm wondering what's going on. But we have like another 2 minutes of stuff happening here on the video. Also, too, they've also added a play a season mode, which you can strictly focus on the on-field action and take your team to a ball game. You're not going to have any of that off-the-field responsibilities to maintain your team, like recruiting and all that stuff. You can focus strictly on just going out there and playing the game. So that's very awesome on that one. Generally, with this video wrapping up now, being in the last 90 seconds or so of this video, I really did enjoy it. It had a really nice feel to it. Felt very similar to NCAA Football 13, if I can be completely objective. But it did have that little special oomph to it that kind of pushed it across the finish line for me. So you better believe that on July 9th I will be picking this game up and playing the crap out of it. So I'm very excited to play it. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. And as you can see, there are no stumbles on the replays. Even for the demo, this looks good. So they've done a nice job on it. I'm very pleased with it. If we're giving it a rating system on the old scale here, I would probably give it an 8. 8 out of 10 would be what I would say. So nice job, EA. Nice rebound from last year's atrocities on that one. You guys are definitely headed in the right direction. Hopefully, this time next year, I'm talking to you guys and we're doing an Xbox One or a PS4 video on this, and we're talking about how great the graphics look on that one, too. Even though these look darn good, there's always going to be room for much better. Shelster's even getting in on the action. But yeah, guys, it's great. Do yourself a favor, pick this one up. If you're still on the fence about it like I was, make sure you go ahead. Go to your Xbox Live Marketplace or your PlayStation Network store. Make sure you pick up the demo. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.